Hello! Welcome back to another episode of Modded Kerbal Space Program, where I haven't decided what I'm going to do in this episode yet. What are you doing, Bobby?
Going to, if you recall from the previous, 1,000 episodes, I am attempting to rendezvous with my space station that I have in an extended polar orbit here. So, this is... Actually, because we advanced time a little bit off camera, it is a little bit closer than it has been before. So hopefully we won't have to advance time as... Actually, am I in sync with you? No. Let me sync with you and fast forward time.
Well, my previous... Oh, wait, maybe it's here. Is this it? It's my previous Minmus ship. It would appear to be. Okay. So I could take this thing to Minmus. Let's make something new. New ship. I guess we'll go to Minmus. We need a landing can. I don't plan on actually landing on Minmus. You need to turn your volume down.
Jan was already reaching for the knob.
Okay, so we need this. We need... I could just take one of these guys. It's probably way overkill to take... We could scale it back a little bit, maybe. We're going to take that. And maybe a nuclear engine on that. Oh yeah, that's plenty of delta V. Thrust to weight ratio is just fine too. Okay, so we need life support here. So life support somewhere here. Going to Minmus.
So from the previous sessions, from the previous episode, I've added some fins here to my rocket. Give it a little bit more control during the ascent stage here as we break 10 clicks in the atmosphere. Need to start attempting to point the rocket in a more northerly direction without it shattering to pieces.
Alright, I need a decoupler of some kind.
Turn SAS off to try to stop that bounce effect. And it looks like it worked. As this very phallic looking rocket propels itself into the upper atmosphere here.
Alright, I need a parachute. We really should put the parachutes in their own little tab on this thing. I don't know why they don't. Weird. Parachute. Okay. I'm thinking maybe a ladder.
So my craft started rotating. Oh, no. Come on. Come on.
Your craft why rotating?
Yeah, it started rotating. Then I turned SAS off, and it things kind of got away from me a little bit. I almost flipped, but I recovered. So
that's good.
We're still going to work on getting ourselves on a polar orbit here. Rotate ourselves a little bit more northerly here.
Get some solar panels. Let's go 2 symmetry with these. Put them up here. Yeah, that seems fine. All right, now we need to grab whatever scientific equipment I was going to grab.
I'm going to get my apoapsis about to 300,000 meters.
Did we ever determine... Does mystery goo work? Mystery goo doesn't work by biome in space, right?
Biome in space, no.
That's unfortunate. Because I have no intention of landing this thing. That's all right. We might take some anyways, but for the moment, I am, I don't want two symmetry there. We're just going to figure on taking these gravioli detectors. Just going to go to Mimus, orbit a couple times. Well, probably establish a polar orbit. Get as many biomes as we can reasonably get. And return with the data. Alright, so we got those. It's probably more than we really need. Can you get temperature scans by biome?
I think so.
Well, I'll bring some thermometers and we'll find out. I'm not really concerned about the weight here.
Yeah, well, especially with thermometers.
Well, with just anything in general. I mean, I'm not planning to land, so my upper stage right now has... It doesn't quite have a 1 thrust to weight ratio, but it has, like, almost 3,000 delta V. It's going to be easy enough to get this to Mimus and back.
All right. I'm going to cut my engine here because I just feels like I'm wasting fuel or something. It doesn't seem like It doesn't seem like I'm circling out as well as I should be. So I'm just going to wait some time here, get a little bit closer to my apoapsis.
Put 2 of these on, even though we probably only need 1. And probably the same thing with these gamma ray things. Okay, so that should probably do. I think that's really all of the science we can reasonably get from orbit, short of putting some of the mapping stuff on, but I don't really see a point in doing that. So now we need to get this to orbit and then some. All right, to coupler. All right, and then maybe want to, nope, not that size. Apparently don't have an appropriate sized adapter for that. Maybe this size, oh, it's too small, but I guess if we scale that up. All right, so from there, orange tank, probably need more than an orange tank to get to Minmus, I would think. What do we got here? Got these guys. 2, 3, and then engines. That guy.
So I've realized that I am actually going to be approaching the station head on.
Okay.
I'm going in the opposite.
You got far away from your mic again.
I don't know how that's happening.
I don't know. So you were saying you're going in the opposite, you're orbiting in the wrong direction?
Yeah. I wouldn't say the wrong direction, but definitely the opposite direction.
The opposite direction than the station is orbiting?
Yes.
That's the wrong direction.
Well,
you have to reverse your orbit to dock with it.
I just got to turn around.
Yeah, that's reversing your orbit. It's going to require an awful lot of delta V. Good luck. How much delta V do you have left?
Not enough to do a complete 180. I got
probably not. You got what?
Why do I have to completely reverse it?
Because it's going in the complete opposite direction that you are?
Yeah, so it
Which means for you to match its speed, you have to completely reverse your orbit. It's going to be flying at you as you're flying at it.
Yes.
So for you to match its speed, you have to turn around and fly the same speed that it's going in the other direction. Which is reversing your orbit.
What? So I just let it hit me. What's the big deal about that? What? And besides, I left my engine going while we were having this conversation, and now I'm on an escape velocity anyway, so we get to revert flight again and do this all the fuck over again.
You probably wouldn't have had enough delta V to make it work anyways.
No, I wouldn't have.
I don't know if this is gonna work.
It's a simple programming error. I just flip-flop a negative sign. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all. I don't get what the big deal is.
Okay, let's do something. Let's do this a little bit differently here. How about get rid of that? Where is... Was it this connector? Yeah, it was this connector. Scale that bad boy up. Grab some fuel tanks of a slightly smaller diameter. Maybe this one. And then we will put...
How did that happen? Because I want to say I launched that thing in a... Well, it's because I'm on the opposite side of the orbit. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, that'll probably work. All right, and then we will do...
Oh, I forgot to set it as... Oh, crap.
This decoupler.
Revert again. See, we're already repeating this.
And then we will do that. All right, so let's see here. We need another thing. This goes here. Well, that's probably plenty of delta V to make this work. Whether this thing is going to actually fly or not is going to be a different question entirely. So we're going to go to the Minmus. So this will be the Minmus orbiter. Save. Okay, let's launch and see if this falls over. Uh-huh. Yeah. That's I clicked launch. Wait. Maybe. No. Space Center. No idea what happened there. Okay, that was interesting. Ship's not actually on the launch pad, is it? Doesn't seem to be. Where is our Mimis orbiter? Select that and launch. Maybe? It's thinking about it. Nope. Still not working, huh? Great. I love when the game does this. It's just wonderful.
Yep. Okay. So I think we're back on a little bit more track. Not as elegant of an initial launch as I would like, but we're doing pretty good. We're on a correct trajectory now.
That's good.
Heading over the southern skies of Kerbin. Not on a heading I would like, but again, you know.
All right, let's see if this is going to work this time. I'm going to guess no. I'm gonna guess I probably have to restart my game here, but it's incredibly unfortunate.
Oh, geez, I'm getting re-entry effects.
Yeah, you're going too fast. Okay, well, it's gonna be the Bobby show for a moment. I gotta restart the game because modded Kerbal just doesn't work sometimes.
When I launch that first stage, I get this beautiful explosion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I try to fly a ship, I get like a weird screen that doesn't have a ship on it. Or a weird view of the Space Center where there's no ground. It's beautiful.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, with the first stage gone, I'm a little bit more maneuverable, and actually I can kick up my thrust-to-weight ratio to something above 1.
Yeah.
And get this apoapsis climbing, because my apoapsis isn't as high as it was before, but I definitely have much more of a rounder orbit than before, so... And I think I'm going in the right direction. Yes, my descending nodes are under 90 degrees, so... I want to say I'm in the...
So, as you well know, I recently listened to the audiobook for The Martian.
Yes.
Finished it today, actually. And I was thinking that it would be cool to try to recreate their ship that they used to go between Earth and Mars. But then I realized they never actually describe what it looks like.
Yeah, there is... did they?
They did not. The only thing they talked about was that at one point they talk about the fact that it spins.
Yeah. I think I thought I remember the author talking about how the ship was bigger than he... Well, maybe just how he imagined it, but the ship that they're using in the movie is bigger than what they had imagined it.
Oh, probably. I'm sure. I mean, we could try and find pictures of whatever they're going to use in the movies and recreate that. But
yeah, well, I think the whole Ares mission for Mars is always been something that I think would be fun to attempt to recreate.
I don't think we could really. I don't think it makes sense to recreate the actual mission.
Well, I mean,
Kerbal.
Okay, correction. The techniques they use for the mission.
Well, no, I mean that's kind of like what I think doesn't actually make sense to do. Just because, at least not to Duna, at least because it's so in Kerbal with the materials that were supplied, it's actually really easy to get to Duna and back. It's really easy to, like, Duna's the easiest place to go. And you don't really, unlike in, real life, you don't really need those advanced techniques to accomplish that. Like, we could build a single ship that could go to Duna, land on Duna, and take back off of Duna and get back without, needing an intermediary ship like that.
Yeah.
I think if we wanted to do something like that, Eve or I think it's Tylo, the really big moon that doesn't have any atmosphere around Joule.
Yeah,
are
I think
probably the ones that a mission like that might make the most sense on.
Yeah, I think I gotta.
But honestly, I think by the time that we're to the point that we would even be doing that, we're probably going to have some technology in this ridiculous tech tree unlocked that we wouldn't need to do that.
Yeah,
So
I think it would be fun to build kind of like a mothership. I've seen some pretty nice like designs on Reddit and stuff also for people building like larger motherships.
yeah.
And this KAS mod is something that I've been dying to play with at a more advanced level.
Yeah, the KAS mod I definitely think I'm looking forward to using. I just don't know that it's. I don't think most of the KAS stuff is meant to be used as a ship.
Yeah, you're right. No, most of it is not.
Most of it's meant to be used stationary. So I definitely want to build some like bases, places. I just don't really know where. Should I take a scientist? I'm going to take a scientist. We're going to take Brian Kerman. Launch. Oh, we're at the end of the episode, though. If you like the video, click like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time for some more modded Kerbal Space Program. Thanks for watching. Bye.